It's cold, but it's beautiful outside. Very beautiful outside. It's clear skies. Yeah, clear skies, no wind whatsoever. It's like 0 to 5, which I don't like anymore. I remember when I first started fishing and I was hitting up canals and I was learning top water. I wanted to be there when it was the calmest of calmest, and I learned that always wasn't the case to turn on a good bite. A little bit of wind always helps. So I'm hoping the wind will pick up maybe to the 5 to 7 miles per hour that they're calling for the rest of the day. I'm gonna get out there. Had a good week of work. That's all done. Got a couple days off, and for sure I'm gonna do some fishing. I'm glad it's not raining. We're supposed to get some rain Tuesday, so I'm glad it's not raining today or tomorrow. Can hopefully get out there these 2 days. Skunk zone or no skunk zone, I'm glad to get out there and do some fishing. So wish me luck. So come along with us on another edition of Lucky Stitch Bass Adventures, and I hope y'all enjoy. Got one. Oh, I lost it. Damn it. Well, it's tough. I haven't gotten anything. I had the one bite earlier and I lost them, but we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna move down to another spot. I'm gonna give it a shot at another location. See what we can get one. Hopefully we can get one. So I came out here, give it a go. Water temps are cold, maybe 50s, right under 50 maybe, but it's rising. Water temps are rising because the rapid rise in temperature. This morning I came out, it was 43, 44. It shot up 10 degrees within an hour and a half. It's supposed to shoot up another 10 degrees in the next 2 hours. So the heat is coming up. It's clear sky, so the sun is beaming, so it's getting warm out here. The water temps are starting to rise just a little bit. That little bit of an increase I'm hoping for will turn on the bite, hopefully. If not, I got to keep digging them out. I'm throwing worms, I'm throwing jigs, and I got my crank on. My crank, I'm like really working slow, which is what got me that first bite this morning. But let's keep going. Let's see what we can do and give it another shot. What's up, YouTube? I'm back home. I was blessed to get out there and go do some fishing this morning. As you can see earlier in the video, I hooked one, lost it. I continued to keep going. My phone died. I ran out of battery. I don't have GoPro cameras or anything like that. I use my phone on a chesty that one of my good friends got me. It helps me out. It's what I got. I got to work with what I got. So as you saw, I lost one. I kept going later on. I ended up hooking into a dink. I reeled him in. He was foul hooked. Doesn't count. I threw him back in. He was like this big, but I left the canals and I went to the lake. And I was casting out there. And I hooked into a white bass. And I reeled him in. And when I had him in my hands, again, foul hooked. So that didn't count either. And he was a good white bass. I don't catch those too many, but I know they're in that lake, so it was pretty cool to get one. And I was wondering why when I was reeling in, it felt so weird. And when I got it up, I was like, oh, foul hook, that's why. So I didn't hook anything, I didn't catch anything really, but I was blessed to get out there today. So I wanted to talk about what I did right, I think, and what I did wrong. I didn't want my YouTube channel just to be me with a bunch of catches and that wouldn't be right. I wouldn't be keeping it real. So I wanted to get on here and talk about what I did wrong and what I did right. So let's start off about what I did wrong. What I did wrong, I did not stick to my game plan. My game plan last night was to stick to the worm. I had a red shad worm on there. I had a red shad Senko, and I had a weight of 3/16, so it was it wasn't too heavy, and I was just gonna let it sink slow, and I was just going to drag the bottom, and I was going to be as slow as I can be and avoid doing the same tactics I would use in fall or in summer with the worm. Hopping it, just a little bit faster than usual than what you're supposed to be doing in cold weather right now. And I didn't follow that game plan. I was rushing everything. I was trying to hop it through everything rather than just let it sit, let it attract some attention. And hopefully I was going to get a bite like that, but since I didn't follow that game plan and I was rushing everything, Missed nothing, not even a bite on the worm. So, and then I ended up going to a jig. I was throwing the jig. I was going into structure here and there. And I only had one jig. I only had one black and blue jig. It's actually one of those Booyah swimming jigs. And the guard broke off. The brush guard, it broke off, and I tried working it, and it was just hooking into everything on the bottom, and it was just, I put it away. What I did right today was, I didn't do anything right. I didn't do anything right. I didn't follow my game plan. I didn't do anything slow. Everything was fast. I didn't have any patience. I didn't put any patience into what I was trying to do, I guess. I don't know how they say that right. But yeah, you learn, I guess. You learn a lot about every day you go out there, and every day that you're fishing, whether you catch something or you don't, you learn something. So I learned a lot today. Not following my game plan, not sticking to what I should have been doing. These are the consequences. I'm here at home making a video about how I didn't catch any fish. It's embarrassing. It sucks. I feel awkward, but I want to make sure that I keep it real with my YouTube channel. I'm very new to this. So until then, I'm off tomorrow. Best believe I'm going to head out fishing tomorrow. I'm going to head about an hour south from here. I'm going to hit up my parents and fish that area. There's a couple of buddies that live down there. Shoot them a text, see if anybody's available that I can link up with. Maybe they can put me on some fish. But we'll see how it goes. So until then, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again on another edition of Lucky Stitch Bass Adventures. Until then, fish on. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all soon.